It's not made for kids. Why does it ask if it's a private? I hate you, YouTube. We're doing a mock draft. Okay, I gotta restart that. I'm doing a mock draft for this year's draft because I don't need to explain. Why am I explaining? Okay.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Oh, I am enjoying this scene.
Get on with it.
It's the Bears now on the clock.
Oh, this is the wrong order. All right, we're doing a mock draft for this year's NFL draft. I don't know. That's all I had to say. The order is definitely messed up right there, so I'm gonna have to make a trade. But we don't need to worry about that right now. I had a whole entire thing where I was gonna say some shit, but I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Okay. We're doing a mock draft. It's draft season, everybody's favorite time of the year. I got something to help me out right in front of me. We're not doing trades just because that's gonna get way too complicated. But yeah, let's just start it off. Like, okay, the Bears had the first pick. Yeah, Bears had the first pick. We all know who they're gonna take. We all know who, like, if they don't take Caleb Williams, it's gonna be a major shock.
And now on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals.
That'd be a massive shock if the Bears don't take. If the Bears don't take Caleb Williams, that'd be a massive shock. I mean, I saw a trade offer that said Washington was going to trade up to the number 1 overall pick. They were going to give up their first this year, so they were going to give up pick number 2. They were going to give up their first rounder next year and their first rounder in 2026. Which is insane. And they said no. So we all know the Bears are going to take Caleb Williams. You have pick 27, right? But you don't have... Whatever. Anyways, Washington. Washington is their choice of any quarterback except for Caleb Williams. But I'm pretty sure we all know they're going to take Jaden Daniels.
On the clock now, the New England Patriots.
That would just make sense. New England, they're another team that's going to take quarterback. Everybody expects them to everybody expects them to take quarterback. Like, everybody expects it to be either May. Nobody really knows who's going to go at 2. It could either be May. It could be Daniels. Hell, some people have been saying J.J. McCarthy's going to go there. I don't even think that guy should be a first-round pick. I don't think he's going to be that good. Anyways, Daniels was taken by Washington. I pretty much expect the Patriots to then take Drake May.
The Cardinals on the clock now.
Arizona says their biggest need is a wide receiver. Their top receiver is like Greg Dortch. I think isn't that their top receiver, or is it like... I don't even know. Anyways, they have literally any pick of wide receiver. I think they go Marvin Harrison. They could literally take anybody, but I got them taking Marvin Harrison. The Chargers, I've seen a lot of mixed picks. It's either going to be a receiver or it's Joe Alt. I personally think they should go wide receiver here and take a tackle in like the second. But that's just my opinion. I don't know if they're actually going to do that. So I have the Chargers taking Malik Neighbors.
The Titans are
This is pretty much what I expect them to do. Oh, that's not right. That's not right. It's supposed to go the Giants, then the Titans. That's all right. We can just skip over this bit while I'm fixing the draft order. I mean, I did my best, and somehow I did my best to get it to be right, but somehow it still got messed up. Like, sure, they wouldn't just straight up swap picks, but All right, the Giants. It says they also need a wide receiver. It also says they need a quarterback, but literally when your top quarterback is J.J. McCarthy or Bo Nix or Michael Penix, I don't think I don't think any of them should be first rounders. So I have them taking Romeo Dunze, which
It's the Tennessee
I think this guy
on the clock.
this guy might be one of the best in the draft. Now the Titans are on the clock. This is where Joe Alt goes. I have the Titans taking Joe Alt.
Next up, the Jets are on the clock.
The Jets? Oh, that's not right. That's not right. It's supposed to be Atlanta. That's all right. I'll be right back. It's supposed to go Atlanta, Chicago, then... What the fuck? Atlanta, Chicago, then the Jets. So actually, man, that's going to get really confusing in the second and third round.
Has been
All right, Atlanta, this could be really anything. It says their top need is like an edge or a corner, but Dallas Turner's still there. That's the wrong position. Atlanta could go edge here. Either edge or a corner. I think their more important position is edge, so I have Atlanta taking Dallas Turner.
the Chicago Bears are now on the clock.
Chicago, this is probably another edge, or it's going to be a receiver. There's a lot of receivers later in the draft, so I have the Bears taking Jared Verse with this pick.
With the next selection, the New York Jets.
The Jets, it says their top need is tight end, which, how is that your biggest need? You gotta be really bad, or actually, you gotta be really good if tight end is your biggest need. The Jets either go like O-lineman or tight end, but really, if the Jets don't go Brock Bowers at 10, Brock Bowers is not gonna be a first-round pick. So I have the Jets taking Brock Bowers.
The Minnesota Vikings are now on the clock.
I originally was gonna have him fall to Indy, but I don't think the Jets pass on Brock Bowers. Now the Vikings, everybody says the Vikings are gonna have to trade up to take a quarterback. I don't think they need to trade up. I don't think they need to trade up. They're fine. They don't need to move. I got them taking McCarthy at 11.
Now on the clock.
Denver says Denver's top need is also quarterback. Everybody's saying we might have 5 quarterbacks go in the first round. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Nix or Penix are going to be a first round pick. I don't think so. I think the Broncos are going to go cornerback with their first pick, and the top available corner is Quinion Mitchell out of Toledo, which I have him going there.
Now on the clock, it's the Las Vegas Raiders.
The Raiders, says the Raiders' top need is a tackle or a quarterback, but again, I don't have them taking a quarterback until the second round, so I have the Raiders taking Olu Fashanu out of Penn State.
Next up, the Indianapolis Colts are on the clock.
Indy, that's not right. It's supposed to be New Orleans. All right, it's just backwards. It's gonna get weirder throughout the rest of the draft, but this is the Colts. Man, the Saints have a first and a second that I don't think they make another pick until the 5th round. I think they can't even do anything. They have the worst cap space in the league. The Saints say they also need a tackle. So it's either a tackle or a wide receiver, but I don't think. I mean, Brian Thomas could go here, but I don't think he's a mid first round pick. I think he's late first round. But I have the Saints taking. Did I make him a right tackle? I did. I have them taking is it Talizi Fuaga out of Oregon State.
Now on the clock.
The Colts says their top need is a corner. Top need is a corner, and the best available player is Terry and Arnold. So I have him going to Indianapolis.
The Jaguars are on the clock.
This is supposed to be Seattle, then Jacksonville, which I think that whole entire thing is messed up because it's Jacksonville, Cincinnati, Seattle, and then it's supposed to go. Oh wait, no, it is Rams, Steelers. All right. The Seahawks. It says their top need is either a tackle or a defensive end. I really feel like they could get another tackle later in the draft, but they desperately need edge or defensive line help, so I have them taking, is it Latu out of UCLA? I think that's how you pronounce it.
On the clock now, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Jaguars says their top need is a cornerback or a wide receiver, which I don't know how your top need is a wide receiver when you have Christian Kirk, Gabe Davis, who's after that? But still, I mean, like, you have one of the best receiving rooms in the league, and I don't think you need that much receiving help. But anyways, I'm going to be kind of funny and have the Jaguars draft Nate Wiggins.
The Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock.
The Bengals, says their top need is either a tackle or a defensive lineman. This could go either way. They could either take, I feel like they're going to go Byron Murphy. They could go J.C. Latham, but I have them taking Byron Murphy.
Now on the clock, the Rams.
The Rams says their top need is an edge or a D lineman. They could go corner here. Realistically, they could do anything. I think their pick is going to be Cooper. Is it Dejean? I'm not really sure. Cooper Dejean out of
On the clock now.
Iowa. Okay, now the Steelers, it says their biggest need is a tackle, which is probably true, which is really weird because I feel like they keep drafting first-round tackles, which I think they kind of go there. I think they go with Troy Fatanu out of Washington.
With the next pick, the Miami Dolphins.
It's a bunch of
are on the clock.
hidden overalls there. Okay, the Dolphins says their top need is D lineman or interior D lineman. So they could, I mean, either way, they could do something like that. I've been seeing a lot of drafts having them take Jer'Jon Newton in the first round, which might happen. I'm not entirely certain. They could also go tackle, O-line, with J.C. Latham, Amarius Mims, somebody. But I think they go... They also did just lose Christian Wilkins, so I think they go with Jer'Jon Newton.
Up next, the
Which would be amazing because I don't think he's going to be that good. If the Bills draft him, I'm going to freak out. Like, yeah, we kind of need a D lineman, but not that badly. Philadelphia, it says their top need is a corner, which the top available corner is Kool-Aid McKinstry, so that's an easy pick right there.
on the clock now, the Houston Texans.
Houston doesn't have a first-round pick. What? Huh? At this point, like, if this team doesn't have a first-round pick, I'm just gonna trade them like a fucking their worst player for the first-round pick at this point. This is the Vikings. All right, Minnesota says they also need a corner. They could use a D lineman. Top top corner available is Ennis Rakestraw. Top D lineman is Braden Fisk. I think Braden Fisk is a good player. He might be the best D lineman out of this draft, but I don't think I don't think he's a first round talent. I think the Vikings. It says they also could use a defensive end / edge or whatever the fuck. So I think they take Chop Robinson here, or Demian Robinson.
It's the Cowboys now on the clock.
Dallas, it says their biggest need is O-lineman. J.C. Latham is still there, which is surprising to me. So I think the Cowboys take J.C. Latham.
The Green Bay Packers are on the clock.
Green Bay says they could also use a tackle. I mean, they did lose Bakhtiari. I think their best one is what? Is it Elgton Jenkins or is it Yash Nijman? Isn't he also? He left. I have no idea. Anyways, they could either go corner, but the best guy is Ennis Rakestraw, which I don't think he's a first round talent. He's a top second round pick talent, but I don't think he's a first round talent. I think the Packers go Amarius Mims.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock.
The Buccaneers, this could be anything. I think their biggest need though is an edge rusher, because I think their top defensive lineman is, well, other than Vita Vea, it's like Anthony Nelson, which he's a fine player, but he's no like Myles Garrett. Like if that guy was anything close to Myles Garrett, like that guy would probably be everywhere. Well, I don't even know why I said that. Where the hell even is he? Darius Robinson? Is he not in this draft? What the fuck? That's weird. I was going to have them take Darius Robinson, but now I'm just going to have to pick some random player from that's projected to go undrafted. Oh, there he is. Why is he all the way down here?
The Arizona Cardinals are now on.
Oh, that's awkward. All right, well, now the Cardinals are back on the clock. They took Marvin Harrison at 4. They could go cornerback here, but again, it's Ennis Rakestraw. They could go defensive end, but the best available guy is Chris Braswell. They could. I think the best available. I think they go best available here. I'm not saying they take Brian Thomas, but they go with. It says they don't go Brian Thomas. I mean, they could go Brian Thomas if they do a huge slap in the face. But I think they go interior O-line and take Graham Barton.
It's the Bills now on the clock.
The Bills. Obviously, biggest need is a wide receiver, so I have them taking. This is not biased in any ways, by the way. It kind of is. I have them taking Brian Thomas at 28. I don't even know if he's going to be there at 28. I feel like the Bills are probably going to trade up and take a wide receiver, but I have the Bills taking Brian Thomas at 28. All right, we've hit the final 4 picks. The Lions, this is a weird pick. There's a lot they could take here. There's corner, there's edge. They did just lose their top corner because he was an idiot off the field. They could go edge, but I mean, just to have a guy opposite Aiden Hutchinson. They could go interior O lineman, which that's what I think I've had them do the past few times I've done this. So I'm going to have them take Jackson Powers Johnson. I know they technically don't need a center, but
The Baltimore Ravens now on the clock.
Baltimore, everybody has them taking a wide receiver in the first round. They probably will, but this says they're one of their biggest needs is a tackle, which but I think the Ravens go with Adonai Mitchell here.
The 49ers on the clock now.
The Niners, I'm pretty sure we all know their biggest need is a tackle. So I have them taking Tyler Guyton out of Oklahoma as their first round pick. I gotta find him. There he is.
With the next pick, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City, this is another team we expect to go wide receiver in the first round. Then again, I have seen some people have them take a D lineman, but there's no guy really available here. So I have them taking Xavier Worthy out of Texas. And that is the end of the first round.
Carolina Panthers now on the clock.
That's the end of the first round.